is my mother was convicted of assault the first, and Charles Moss was convicted of assault the second. I mean, when she said that, I mean, I really just, something just really broke down because I knew that, you know, none of that didn't happen, periodly. And I don't see how could a jury sit up there and take my mama, which is a CNA and a rehab nurse and a medical record nurse, over a person like Elroy Cosby, who has no career by himself, has no background, has no job at all, period. So I don't see how they could take his background and compare it with my mother's background, who has always worked in her lifetime and kept nice home, nice cars, and always kept me and my brothers up, periodly. So I don't see how could they get up there and just take his character over my mama's character, you know?
Lord have mercy. Oh my Jesus. Well, that's just very touching what you just said about your mom and dad. That makes anybody that hear you say that will automatically know you have great respect for your mother and what she has done for you.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, because my mother, she always has been a well-known person in Lineville anyways. But now it's like, I mean, it's like everybody's trying to turn against her for a person like Elra, who is a sex offender registered in Florida, not registered in Alabama, though, and I don't see how that's not occurred. But I don't see how they could take his character over her character, in which she has never had a felony in her life, never had a speeding ticket in her life. I mean, don't get me wrong, she might have did have a few little fights when she was younger, but, I mean, you can't judge a book, you know, judge a, you know,
well, the thing about that is that people change. Everybody changes. We all go through stages in life. And, you know, all of us have done stuff when we were younger, in our younger days. But, you know, we grow up and we change.
Yes, ma'am.
But, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Well, let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you about Randall now. When you found out that your little brother had to go to a juvenile center about this case, how did you take that?
On that day, I didn't even... My mama had came to me, and she said that she was taking Randall to court, which he had to go to court for a juvenile court. And that day when they got out, and she said that he had to go for 2 weeks in a juvenile detention center, the only thing I was thinking in my mind is, you're going to send my baby brother down there to a juvenile detention center who has never got in trouble, never got suspended out of school, never got in trouble in school, which is A and B student and a good athlete. So I'm thinking, you're going to send him down there over a person like Elroy Cosby. Yeah. I can just imagine what they're going to do to me and my mother and my daddy.
Well, Javoris, I tell you what, I'm going to get to that in just a minute, but I want to back up a few minutes. Let me back up a little bit, because I want to talk about these two real witnesses that were out there. What can you tell me about them?
The two real witnesses, which is Whitley and Brittany Carter, I mean, we have been friends all our lives, purely in a way. Whitley was an all-A student. She went to college at Cax University, which is in Ellick City. She was a cheerleader for Lineville High. She was about the best cheerleaders there, her and Sheena Hunter. They was about the best cheerleaders there. And Brittany Carter, she graduated from school. I mean, you know, they just good girls all the way around, period. We have been friends forever, and the nights when all the incident went on, they was right there by my side. I mean, watching the whole thing, the whole fight, what went down and everything. They seen that it was no bricks and back. Even what makes it so bad is Whitley called my mom and told her to come up there and get, because Elroy was out here trying to fight my baby brother, which is Randall. And when they got up there, I mean, it's like, you know, they wouldn't even listen to their side of the story, periodly. They didn't want to hear what they had to say. And then they were the main witnesses who was there. So I feel like, I mean...
So you're telling me the court was not interested in hearing? When they went to the court was not interested in hearing what any of you all's witnesses had to say?
Yes, ma'am.
So they just totally disregarded that?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, they had all their witnesses there, but they didn't want to hear our witnesses. They wanted to hear
their witnesses.
The other witnesses. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Javoris, let me ask you a question, because I'm sure when anything like this happens, something like this happened, and I know your mother and your father have been very disturbed over the fact that their reputations have been ruined, their names have been scandalized throughout the community because of a lot of the articles that were published in the paper about the charges that didn't really bring out any of the facts of the charges. And I know anything like that, when you got people thinking the worst about you, it can really have a bad effect on your self-esteem. How do you feel about yourself since all this took place?
I mean, me, myself, personally, I can't say that I don't get involved in any kind of trouble mess, you know. I mean, I always try to stay to myself. Me, myself, personally, I mean, I wouldn't really care what they did to me. It's just that it hurt me to see my mama have to lose everything over a guy like Edward Cosby. I mean, worked so hard for all this stuff, and then it's all going to come to an end. I mean, she is about to be 42 years old. I mean, it's no way she can just go back and just start all over. I mean, I'm 20 years old now. I can always start over. I can always make a change.
So,
but I don't want them to try to hurt my mama, and then she have to start over at the age of 42.
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you have any ideas about why they would work so hard? When I said they, I'm talking about the police department and the district attorney. Why would they work so hard to prosecute your parents for something that they have not done, for a crime they have not committed?
Well,
do you have any ideas about that?
I mean, I have a slight idea about that. I mean, because my mama, who is Tracey Moss, used to be Tracy Brown. I mean, everybody from the police department know her. I mean, Money Gittins on down to Donna Matthews, all of them know her.